You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How are you guys doing? This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. But before you start, I just want to say if you're SJW, Social Justice Warrior, Liberal Democrat Socialist, please exit the channel. You will be offended. And on that note, guys, you can follow me on social media, Gab.ai on Twitter. Let's get to the podcast or the show. And in this episode, I want to talk about Time Magazine. Is an article that Time Magazine is being plastered as Time 100 Women or whatever it is, right? But let me read the article to you guys. All right. On Tuesday, Time Magazine recognized Brett Kavanaugh accuser Christine Blasey Ford on its list of 100 most influential people of the year. Senator Kamala Harris, a top 2020 Democratic presidential candidate, wrote a growing platform on Blasey Ford, pushing the California-based professor risk it all by accusing the D.C. Circuit Judge Brett Kavanaugh for sexual misconduct soon after President Trump nominated him as Supreme Court Justice. However, after Brett Kavanaugh was grilled by Congress over the uncorroborated decade-old dubious claim from Blasey Ford, it was found that there was no evidence to substantiate any of the claims. And neither the committee investigate nor in the supplement background investigation conducted by FBI was there any evidence to substantiate or collaborated any of the allegation, the U.S. State Judicial Committee said. Kavanaugh was finally confirmed to the bench in early October. Blasey Ford collected some $550,000 from GoFundMe accounts in November. Wow, catch grab. Quote, her story spoken while holding back tears shook Washington and then the country. Her courage in the faces of those who wish to silence her galvanized America, unquote, said Senator Harris about Blasey Ford in the Time profile. All right, and her unformidable sacrifices out for sense of civic duty shine a spotlight on the way we treat survivors of sexual evidence, Kamala Harris continued. Quote, Blasey Ford ambitious wasn't to become a household name and to make onto the list, Harris said. She's had a good life and successful career and risked everything to send a warning to the moment of grave consequences. Yeah, she's not to become famous, but she's willing to accept $500,000 from GoFundMe. Jesus Christ. Let's continue. At her core, she is a teacher, and through her courage, she forced the country to reckon with an issue that has too often been ignored and kept in the dark. Yeah, right. If anything, is exploited to the max, the senator added. Harris was a fierce attacker of Brett Kavanaugh during the confirmation order. She even put the judges on record to question him about a highly dubious, unspecific, anonymous accusation of rape she received in the form of a handwritten 2-page letter sent to her office. The anonymous accuser offered no location, no date, no corroborations, no name. Still, the senator read it to the record, unintentionally muddying Kavanaugh's name further. Mind you, the judge was not so much as told of a letter existence before he was questioned about it, right? Though Brett Kavanaugh was confirmed October 6, Blasey Ford kept taking monetary donations with a GoFundMe account in her name until November 21st. Cash grab. Quote, a fund you have sent through GoFundMe have been a godsend. Your donation have allowed us to take reasonable steps to protecting ourselves against fighting threats, including physical protection and security for me and my family, and enhance the security in our homes, She owed her supporters in a message posted in the crowdfunded site, adding, "With immense gratitude, I am closing this account to further contribution." Why you even open in the first place? I thought you were a successful woman. Ridiculous. Although coming forward was terrified and caused disruption in our life, I am grateful to have the opportunity to fulfill my civic duty. She continued. That wasn't her civic duty, right? She did it out of her own will. The court didn't ask her to go in there. Having done so, I am all to many women and men who have written me to share similar life experiences and now have bravely shredded her experiences, friends and family. Many at the first time I send you my heartfelt love and support, Blasey Ford said. Kavanaugh also made Time 100 list. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell wrote his profile when unhinged partisanship and special interests sought to distract the Senate from considering those qualifications. We saw utter fact of Justice Kavanaugh and character shine as well. The Republican wrote, "The country saw his resilience and commitment to public services. He saw his loyal devotion to family and friends. He saw his undeterred reverence for the law, for our president, and for our nation's highest traditions." All right. End of the article, right? So basically, they're putting Blasey Ford on the most all right, maybe influence for women to do bad stuff, right? Women to falsely accuse people. After she came out, everybody just falsely accusing people right now. All right, I don't see anything positive from this woman. She came out with unsubstantiated claims, no proof, no evidence, right? Saying all this stuff, expecting people just to take her word for it. Don't even know her background. Don't know what the type of person she is, right? Don't know how reckless she is. She came out with a claim with no proof, right? No timeline that's corroborated. Nothing aligned with each other. The dots not connecting. All right, and expect people just to believe her. What? Just because you're a woman? What? Women can't lie? I'm not attacking women, right? I'm just saying, what? Women aren't capable of lying? Why isn't women aren't capable of lying, and men are? That don't make any sense. You see the logic in that? How do you disagree with that logic? All right, women. What? Just because you're a woman, you're incapable of lying. All right. It's ridiculous. The Time magazine even put her in there is a farce, right? And she said she wasn't doing it. She wasn't doing it for money and monetary purposes, and she said it was for security. You're a successful woman. You're a college professor, right? You have a house. I'm guessing you're more successful than a homeless guy out there. All right. You probably live in a gated community. All right. You probably have fence around your yard. You're entitled to police officer. How are you incapable to protect yourself? All right, and you had the option of not taking this money. Why did you take it? All right, it's clearly is an ulterior motive, and there's allegation that she's been paid out by the Democratic Party. All right, there's something fishy about her. All right, very fishy. Not to say I'm defending Brett Kavanaugh, right? I'm not saying that he's influential too, but none of these people are to a point where it's influenced anybody yet, all right? They're just recently exposed to the mainstream. So I'm not holding Brett Kavanaugh back, you know. I'm relieved that he got confirmed, right? Because we need another conservative on the panel because it's really unbalanced. But yeah, it's just stupid to put her on the cover of Time magazine. She's just she's an agent of chaos, right? Agent of chaos. Came out with nothing, no corroborative issue. The narrative sucks. Storyline does not match up, right? No proof, no letter, no nothing, right? And the letter that they have read, it was unfair. They even told Brett Kavanaugh to reply to that or what his view. They didn't let him know there was a letter about it. This is asinine, stupid. All right, it's the whole time. It was a waste of time by the Democratic Party. As I said before, Democratic Party are the biggest hypocrite and biggest liar. I'm not saying Republicans aren't lying too, but Democrat make lying into an art form, right? They make lying into an art form. That's why, don't trust Democrat. Don't trust politician, all right? Don't trust any politician, basically, and don't trust these women that came out with no evidence, right? Don't trust anybody without evidence, right? Ask for cold hard evidence before making a decision, right? And Time Magazine put this on, and you know Time Magazine. Time Magazine is part of the I don't want to say Illuminati, the New World Order. They're propagandists, all right? Why did they call themselves Time Magazine? The keeper of time. It's Chronos. All right, the devil. There's a reason why it's called Time Magazine. It's the devil's publications. Lucifer, Satan. It's ridiculous. But I think Blasey Ford is a joke. She's retarded. She looked like she got Down syndrome. Not to bash on her looks, but I'm sorry. But yeah. But let me know what you think. You think this woman need to be the most influential people? I don't think she's influenced anything at all. She's influenced women to lie. Right? She influenced women to lie, basically. And women are doing that job great enough as it is. You don't have to teach women to lie. There's inherent within their nature. But I'm not saying all of them do. But yeah, let me know what you think. You think Christine Blasey Ford deserved this? Think she's a liar? Let me know what you think. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. I'm not monetized, not funded by anyone. So I'm not bounded by anyone. I'm unrehearsed, unedited, unscripted. You can support me by clicking on subscribe or like me on social media as of right now. And as always, thank you for listening to the podcast. And I'll see you guys in the next Highly Evolved Podcast. Peace.